just never recorded that episode. Take a listen to Stephen Dubner.
It turns out that the theater's PA system had crashed. We had been told earlier that it was a new system, state of the art, but, well, I don't know what happened. The next hour was pretty chaotic. The microphones aren't working, speakers aren't working, keyboard player can't get any sound out of his keyboard setup. Meanwhile, Ari Emanuel, the most famous agent in show business, is waiting backstage. What the f*** are these people doing? And then suddenly the system starts working again, at least partially. By now, it's way past the scheduled start time. So we hustle up, we wish each other good luck, and we start the show. We hang out for a little bit more at the theater, and then we go to a little after party, mostly friends and family, maybe 40, 50 folks. And that's when our excellent editor, Ellen Frankman, comes up to me with a look on her face that I couldn't quite figure out. In retrospect, she looked really ill. She was shaky, her face was pale. So I asked her, what's wrong? And she tells me that in addition to the audio failures we had earlier, there was another even bigger failure. The show had not been recorded, she says. And I didn't understand. I asked her to repeat herself. She said, they didn't record the show. At least one journalist had recorded the entire Ari Emanuel interview, but it's iPhone on the lap quality, not radio quality. So we ditched that recreation idea.
Yeah, I'm sure that is the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the whole truth. That sounds a little bit like Baldoni baloney to me. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but just so you know, it's never going to see the light of day. Most powerful guy in the room, but there were just some tech issues. And even though it ran on our radio and we're obviously have a transcript of it, it's all very fuzzy and you can't see it. Like I said, I think that they're trying to pivot and their media strategy is changing altogether. They're angry at us for being independent sleuths and mommy sleuths, which reminds me. So I was also telling you guys the people that started the Me Too movement in general, like we kind of have the same batch of reporters that have been involved in this. Jodi Kantor, Megan Twohey at the New York Times, and Dylan Farrow, who writes for the New Yorker or New York Magazine. I actually should check that. I'm not sure which one. I think it's the New Yorker, but let me check that. Yes, he writes for, I actually have no idea if you guys could look that up. The point being is that I suddenly got contacted by The Cut, which is owned by New York Magazine. Essentially, that's their parent company, and it's a big mainstream media publication. And the woman was essentially working on a hit piece on me, saying that I'm trying to rebrand with the Justin Baldoni and Taylor Swift situation. And I'm going, have you never listened to I have been adamantly against the Me Too movement. Oh, is this the actual article that she wrote? Thanks so much, Savannah. I have been adamantly against the Me Too movement since its inception, like since day one.